All right, all right, all right. Shut the cock out, folks. What's happening? It's Johnny Lee Long, and I'm right here next to the Hobo Depot, where y'all normally see me in there. Right here, I'm on Bourbon Street. This is called Bourbon Street. This little strip right here with the flowers, Bourbon Street, right beside the Hobo Depot. Today, we're gonna talk about something very, very interesting. First of all, let's start off with what we have on our right side on door number 1. No, not there. I don't know where Hootie is. He's supposed to be down here. This is the This is the BBC cab. It's a 15. I got my antique or vintage. Can you say vintage? Vintage SWR SM900. On the top, you have a Alembic power supply, a DS5. To my left, you're looking at a 1974 Alembic Series 1. After I remove the strap, you can really see it. All right, so let's move the strap. And that is one of my old shop stands. Look, that is sitting on. You hear that? You hear the fan come on? Miss them days, don't you? Don't you miss them days? All right, so it's funny. All right, so look, excuse me. So we're looking at, this is a 1974 Series 1. And yes, it is an Alembic. She is absolutely beautiful, head to toe. All right? She went through the Hobo Depot, and she went through the whole thing in the Hobo Depot, and I just wanted to thank the gentleman who sent it to me. That's giving me the opportunity to play this bass, because I am overexcited. First thing I want to do before I get too excited, because I know there are some perfect pitch Alembic players out there, even Stanley himself, probably watching this. And I'm gonna tell y'all before I even get started, I basically love to have this bass, but I'm gonna tell you some pros and cons. You like cons? Yeah, man. You gotta have a con somewhere. All right, so I'm gonna show you the pros and cons. All right, so the pro is on this bass. The pro about this bass is everything. That's the pro. So if everything is a pro, what's the con? Well, the con is, and it's not really a con. All right, so if you have big hands, long fingers, you may not want this bass. This bass, I could take my thumb and sit it on the front end of this fretboard and actually wrap my whole hand around that fretboard all the way up. That tells you that neck is pencil thin. If you can't play anything close, this is not the bass for you. What did I just say? If you can't play anything close, this is not the bass for you. Second thing is, if you into weight, this is not the bass for you. If you don't like big bodies, this is not the bass for you. If you do 4.5-hour gigs and you got a weak shoulder, this is not the bass for you. If you sit down, maybe with the pillow on your leg, this probably would be the bass for you. If you into 13 other sounds like jazz basses and Music Mans and Ken Smiths and Warwicks and Warriors and stuff like that, Sadowskis and Status. If you're into all those basses, the only bass I could tell you to bring on stage with this would be neither one of them. I'm just being straight honest, man. If you're gonna do a gig, then most likely the next bass you would have a backup basses would be this bass. Another one just look like this. I mean, exactly like. Now you may bring a Rick on the stage, and a Rickenbacker will come close to this. I'm just saying that. But as far as the power, no, Rick won't have the power. But the Rick will have close to the tone. Some of it, you can get away with the Rick. If anything go down on this bass, you got a Rick back there, you can make it through the gig. Anything else other than an Alembic on stage, you're gonna be hurting yourself. All right, so this bass comes with volume, bass and treble, and two little switches right here. They're not switches, their tops. They sort of have two little knobs like this on them. I don't have the knobs, so they ain't come with it, so I don't have it. And so you can tune up each individual pickup. Now under here, right under here, is where your batteries are. All right. I still think this is still a little bit too high, so I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more before I send it back to Jamie. All right, and you can cut. Oh, my bad. You can also use a quad S jack, but it comes with this box and this cord. All right, it's a 8-pin cord, 8-pin cord. All right. I could say a lot of things about Alembic, but I'd rather just play. So I got it on standby. You already know. You already know it's about ready to act up. Oh, I tuned it up. Now, let's listen at the sound of this thing. It's precise. The strings I got on is SIT Foundation, and I got lights on it. Cause she came in, she had a pretty decent bow in her. Got the bow out, but I didn't want to put nothing back on it that would pull that bow back again. I wanted her to rest, so I put some SIT light string gauge strings on it and let it sit for 2 days. Now they used to each other. They married. Now, if you used to wide necks, this is not the bass for you. If you used to close quarter stuff, this is the bass for you. If you want super speed, like Lamborghini, Bugatti speed, this is the bass for you. If you want 100,000 tones right into your fingertip, this is the bass for you. If you want to have dominion over your gig, this is the bass for you. The switching in this bass is unbelievable. Scissors sounding. Parametric EQ. No wonder Stanley can get all this stuff. Now, the only thing that's about this bass is the center block. The center block is kind of high, so you can't really get on it to thump it. You can come to the corner of it and do it. But as far as right up in here, I would have to bring that down a little bit more in order for that to happen. When I say tone, asking for tone, is there, man. Hear that? Parametric. still asking for tones. Everybody know what that song is, because it was that bass, this bass right here, that made that song kill it. That was Louis Johnson, Street Wave. From the Brothers Johnson. I mean, this bass had made so much history. I don't even want to start naming folks. If I do, I'm gonna miss like 80 million maybe, including me, because I think I want one. I know they're hard to find. Just one turn of a knob, hit of a switch, and you had a whole new different genre of music. That's a genre. Check this out, man. Now, I'm not that fast. Watch. But on this bass, I feel like I can do the Indy 500. That's how fast I can be, and be clean with it. So if you're an amazing player, fast, clean, this will make you extra clean and extra fast. Really fast. Was that fast? That was fast. That was fast. Boy, that was fast, boy. It just puts Stanley right into your vibe, doesn't it? And it's so amazing. It's just so amazing that the bass plays like this. I mean, I wish it was a lot of things I can say about this bass. I just can't, because it's an Alembic. It's the beginning of. I'll leave it right there. I'm just messing around. And even in bass, you still got all kinds of switching. All you guys who have one of these in your house and you're not playing it, you just want to keep it for prestige, that's senseless to me. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. I mean, it may be worth $1 million to you, you know, because you got one, but it's senseless if you got it under your bed and you're not even playing it. That's senseless. Or you afraid to take it out? Come on, guys. Why even have it? Look what people are missing. Listen at the tone that people are missing. Your audience is missing from you having it underneath the bed. Can't hear it under the bed. Even Channel 6 News is flying overhead. It was like, we heard the super grooves, we heard the amazing sound of, and we knew it was Alembic. Okay, I'm just joking. All right, so you know this bass has a lot of things going on. I mean, it's like the frontierman of neck throughs as far as quality woods combinations and electronic combination. It's just the epitome, man. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things I can say about this bass. I just won't, because I still won't get it right. I won't be able to say everything I need to say about this bass. All I need to say right now is this bass is absolutely beautiful. And if you have if you have a Series 1 in your house, guys, come on, break it out, man, so people can hear it. People haven't heard, and I'm not gonna say, I'm saying this out of kindness. People have not heard a good old Alembic in a while. And when they do hear it, they be like, man, I haven't heard this sound in years. Because they're so used to everything now, clickety clackety. So when he comes out with this right here, they look at this, go like, man, that old thing ain't do nothing, man. And you're like, dude, wait till I plug it in. And then you plug it in something like a BBC cab and an old vintage 900 SM SWR head, and then they take the show. Just completely take the show. You know, demand respect. That's what this bass does. It's got that emblem on the top because it demands respect. As soon as you see the emblem, you already know it demands respect. Once again, guys, thank you for stopping by, checking out my videos. I want to say once again, thank you for praying for my watering hole. That's what this is. The Hobo Depot is a watering hole. My home is a watering hole. People call every day. People send texts, people send emails every day asking for prayer and want to talk. And if they call, I'm definitely gonna talk to you. There's no answer machine. I don't have a secretary. All that out the door. All right, I just talk to you myself. If I have to pray for you, I pray for you myself. Same thing I want you to do for me. Don't, you know, you only can get what you need until you get what you need when you give out what somebody else needs. Once they get what they need and it's fruitful, yours come back 100-fold. That's how you do it, man. That's why One Note is gonna be the world. It's gonna be the world #1 organization. I wouldn't say organization, family. The world #1 family. One Note. Once we get the concept of One Note, I'm telling you, that prayer thing, and then meeting people and trying to heal them in where they're hurting at. That's where One Note will come into play. And it's gonna be bass players to start the whole thing. It don't have to be all bass players, you know, keyboard players, drummers, horn players, guitar players, you guys are welcome. But we're One Note. And we'll always be One Note. So once again, guys, thank you for coming by and checking out the Alembic. I think it's the most amazing, and I gave you the pros and cons. If I missed any, you can write them down on the thing, you know, underneath in comments. I like this little box. This is like what's the DS5? Yeah, DS5 box. It's a power supply. I don't particularly know how it works. I know it's got bass and mono on one side and treble on the next side. And probably you can run it out of 2 amps. You know what I'm saying? Like one out of one side, one out of the other side, which is so cool. Like the Rickenbacker. Remember I told you about the Rick? Okay, anyway. Once again, I want to thank BBC Cabs. Drew, thank you so much. SWR, you never gave me anything. That's all right. I still got my own head. This is my head. You never offered me anything. But that's okay. I still love my SM900. And for this old raggedy shop stand, thank you. Look, even for the couch and the flowers in the back. And God, thank you for air and breathing and sight and smell and touch and see. And thank you for all my customers and all the people who believe in me and all who's watching this video, Lord. I'm telling you, I'm asking you right now to bless every last one of them that put their ear upon this video and their eyes. When this video goes off, they just completely be blessed. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by the Hobo Depot. Shada Kaka! And I don't know where Hootie is. Shada Kaka, peace out.